Not really what I had in mind, Arsenal. I think I would have preferred a win today, if I'm honest. You know, it's Christmas after all. It's meant to be joyful. We're meant to be happy. But no, just couldn't perform on the day, could you? A real shame. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas yesterday. I hope you spent it all with loved ones and friends, family, and just hope you got gifts that you really wanted. And I hope you ate some lovely food. I hope you're all happy and that you had a great day. But let's be fair, we all wanted the cherry on top, didn't we? We wanted an Arsenal win, but we couldn't quite get that today against Brighton, who I thought were actually very good. Very impressive. I think Chris has done a great job there. Chris Hughton, I'm a big fan of him. And Brighton, you know, they were exactly what I was expecting. Solid at the back, dangerous on the break, a lot of pace, a lot of physicality. And I actually think they could have won this game, which is not good enough. The performance was poor tonight from Arsenal. I thought that a lot of players were still full on their Christmas dinner from yesterday, still maybe a little bit hungover because of the excessive drinking that they may have done last night. I very much doubt that professional footballers would be drinking alcohol a night before the game, but you never know. It's very possible. I'm not really blaming that. I'm being a bit sarcastic, but we definitely didn't kick into gear tonight. We didn't really get going, and although the game was a draw, it's not all bad because, you know, a draw is better than a loss. We didn't lose the game, which, like I said, I think we could have. And also, a point is a point. It now goes over to Chelsea, who, of course, are level on points, or were level on points with us before this game. If they win, then, of course, they're going to go 2 points above us. And it just means we're slightly drifting away from this top four situation, which we so desperately need. We need top four at the end of this season. It's an absolute must for our season to be remotely successful. And I think we still have a massive chance there. But as we've seen with other results today, spoilers ahead, Tottenham are really starting to do some damage right now. Another huge scoreline for them. Of course, Liverpool still doing great things. Manchester United look like they've got a bit of a resurgence now that Jose Mourinho's been fired. Man City dropping points. I mean, 2 losses in a row for them. That's probably a good thing for us. But it's just kind of bad timing, isn't it, that we had a great run of form, 22 games in a row, unbeaten in all competitions. It's slightly slowed down, as of late, at least, with all the injuries we've been getting. I think we've got 8 first-team players out at the moment, or at least just 8 players out. Maybe not all first-team players, but a lot of games in quick succession. It hasn't been ideal that we've started to slip up lately because we are starting to solidify that 5th spot, which is not really what we want. So we do need to be seriously careful with the next few games. We really do, because before you know it, it'll be middle of March and 4th place is 10 points ahead of us, you know, and then it's just impossible. So it's okay. It's not the right time to panic. We're not quite there yet, but of course today was not a good game. Let's go through the individual performances, talk about the substitutions that Emery's made, and I'm going to give him credit where credit's due. He makes changes. They may not be the right changes in some of our opinions, but he makes changes. That's definitely a nice thing after having Wenger for so long, who was so stubborn, wouldn't make any changes until the 75th minute, for example. It's nice to have a manager that is willing to see an issue and change it, make a change at half-time if necessary, and just bring players in. Although, I don't know what's going on. Ozil started the game. He looked okay. He was involved a little bit. Taken off at half-time. Iwobi coming on. Does make me think, what's going on there? Please don't be injured, for one. But kind of more worryingly, with what's going on in the media recently, the thought that maybe Ozil will be leaving Arsenal at some point soon. Is there more to that story? I get the feeling that we're going to lose him. I really do feel like maybe, not January, but at least the summer transfer window, there's going to be some interest, and potentially he could be on his way, which I wouldn't want, although I kind of see where Emery is with this. I think clearly Emery doesn't think Ozil suits the play style that he wants. He wants somewhat similar to Liverpool, I would argue. We like to press a lot more now under Emery. We like to run a lot more. I mean, our stats show we are running more. We are pressing teams a lot more. And Ozil isn't known for pressing, let's be fair. He's got a decent enough work rate. He does what he needs to do, but maybe just not enough. And I think Emery would be willing to sell Mesut Ozil, get rid of the 350k a week, whatever he's on, which is a crazy amount of money, and invest in someone else that will do more running, just who would fit the play style a little bit more. When you really think about it, because again, we started 4 at the back, went to 3 at the back in the second half. Where does Mesut fit in a 3 at the back formation? I just don't, unless you're playing with a cam and 2 strikers with this 3 at the back formation, I don't see it. A 3-5-1-2 maybe, but otherwise I just don't know where Özil goes. So I do get it. I do get the issue. But if we're playing a 4-2-3-1, which we've done for years, Mesut sits behind the striker. Why not? Just why not? So he's got a bit of jiggling to do. He's got to juggle the players, isn't he? He's got to find a way to get all the best players on the pitch, and that's a manager's job, and it's very difficult. But I thought Özil was doing okay, so I'm not sure I agree with that sub. Ramsey came on. Don't think he added much to the game. Lacazette, I think, was better off staying on the pitch, if you ask me. Maitland-Niles came on. He did okay, got involved, did a few good runs down that right side, but no end product. Really reminds me of Theo Walcott in that regard. A lot of pace, nice skills, can get around a player, and then there's nothing. So individuals-wise, I don't think there was anyone that was terrible tonight, but I certainly don't think anyone was good. Aubameyang's finish was nice. That was very Thierry Henry-esque, curling it into that far right corner. And again, scores. He is top scorer again. I think it's 13 he's got now. Harry Kane on 12. Salah's on 12. Who else was lead nearby? I can't remember who else is there, but I think Aubameyang will certainly be there at the end of the season, but I don't think he'll be top scorer. I think Salah and Harry Kane will start to shift away. I think they'll start gaining a little bit more goals soon. And Aubameyang is going to go through periods where he doesn't score. I just feel like that. I mean, he's been through one quite recently. He went 4 games without scoring, so it can happen. Whereas I think Liverpool are going to win the league this year. I think that Man City have shown they do slip up without Fernandinho, for example. And they need to replace him. He's getting old now. So I think Liverpool are going to win the league. And I think Salah's going to continue scoring from now. I think he's going to get that form back to where he was last year. And of course, Harry Kane scores goals. It's as simple as that. Although I'd love Aubameyang to score 30 this season. I think the top's going to be maybe 25 this year. It seems to be a slightly lower scoring year. I just don't see Aubameyang getting there. Maybe 20, something like that. But hey, maybe I'm being overly negative. It is what it is. I feel like maybe Aubameyang will slow down at some point. Arsenal tend to share the goals around a lot more than most other teams at the top of the table, I would say. There isn't one goal scorer, but certainly lately, Aubameyang has been that main goal scorer for us. What else did I want to talk about? Leno. Now, Leno, it's a bit of a funny one, this, because I think he's had a very good start to his career at Arsenal, but there are moments where I see the young Chesney. You know, when Chesney was just a bit of a headless chicken, he would make some silly decisions. I do see a bit of him in Leno, but then again, Leno has made some incredible saves. He made a couple today that were decent, and I feel like maybe it's a bit too early to be harsh on a goalkeeper that's new to the league, new to the team, but he does make some questionable decisions. I'm not so sure on that first goal what he was thinking. I don't think he was, well, let's be honest though, if he'd stayed on his line and not came to the ball, it would have definitely been a goal. I think maybe he's taken a bit too much time almost. He didn't make the decision quick enough in this regard. But that goal definitely down to Lichtsteiner's poor defensive header. And defensively, again, we're looking weak. And I know we've got injuries, but even with our main players in the team, it's not a defence that's going to win you the league. And that's ultimately what we want in the next 5 years, isn't it? The next 5 seasons, surely that's our target, to win the Premier League. And we've got no chance with a defence like this. So with January just a week away-ish, we've got to be seeing some improvements. So I'm hoping we do dip into the market. But who do you get in January? We need a world-class signing, a world-class centre-back. You're just not going to sign anyone in January. But if we manage to pull it off, of course, I'll be very, very happy with that. So hopefully that will happen. I'm talking like a Van Dijk type signing, 70 million on a centre-back that comes in, takes command, partners up with Socrates, Holding when he's back, whoever. Just do it, because we're not going to go anywhere with this defence. I feel like it's going to constantly let us down. We are fine going forward. We've scored 2 goals in every single away game or more. 2 or more goals every single away game this year in the Premier League, except from today. That shows that we've got goals in our team, even away from home. At home, of course, our form is fine. We don't have any issues, it seems, going forward. You know, we just need to We need to fix this defensive issue. Torreira's come in and done a great job for our midfield, and that just goes to show just bringing in one signing can make a huge difference. He didn't cost that much money. You know, in today's market, he's already doubled in value. There's no doubt in my mind that you couldn't get Torreira for 60 million now. Do the same with our defence. Let's go and spend 40, 50, maybe even 60 million on a centre-back. Just do it, because why wait? If we're going to spend that money at some point next season or the season after that, why not just do it now? If we've got the money, which we definitely do, we have money, we're one of the... This club, okay, is a great business. It works very well in making profits. We don't seem to spend the money where we need to. We've paid off the stadium. I think we're roughly there. We really should be spending big in the market. We did it with Aubameyang. Let's do it again, but with a centre-back. Okay, we need a centre-back. I'm praying. And I do need to double-check the stadium, actually. Have we fully paid it off? I'm pretty sure we have, but I might be just misinformed. I can't remember if I actually read that or not. But of course, that was our problem for years in terms of dipping in the market and actually getting players we wanted. We were actually selling players and buying players cheaper than we sold our current players for, so we were making money to pay off the stadium. We managed to pull through. We're still a big club. We're still up there in that top 6 clubs in England, which is a good thing. But we want to be up the very top. We want to be where Liverpool are right now, top of the league by a couple of points. Are they 6 points clear now? Something like that, 5 points clear? That's where we want to be in a couple of years. We need to buy a centre-back. And then next season, buy more players. That's what you do in football these days. If you can't beat them, you buy more and join them, right? We need to join Man City and Liverpool and Man United and sign these superstars, okay? Just do it, please. Back Emery. Give him his first transfer window this season, of course. He's had the summer already, but it's so difficult to get what you want in just one transfer window. We need multiple transfer windows with Emery and give him time and money. That's what we need to do. So I kind of went off of my original topic. Brighton, 1-1, not the best result, but not the worst. So we'll just have to take that. We'll go into our next game and hopefully get 3 points there. Once again, I hope you've had a very happy Christmas. Hopefully you're excited for the new year, the next event that we can all go and eat loads of bad food and celebrate. And, oh God, fireworks. I'm not a fan of fireworks. My dogs go mental. But we'll be back tomorrow with more career mode videos. I've taken a couple of days off, so I'm feeling refreshed. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to that, and I will see you then.